Good morning to one and all. This is Dr. Vijay Kumar, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering from St. Peter's Engineering College, Hyderabad. So last class we discussed the whatever the introduction about the ocean energy, how it is a ocean is utilized to renewable energies, and what are the classifications of ocean energies. For today's class, we'll discuss the what is the wave energy, how wave energy will be converted into electrical energy, and we'll discuss the principle of principle of ocean thermal energy conversion and what are the advantages of the wave energy. Actually, the topic of renewable energy is an evergreen subject, especially in a world dominated by fossil fuels. Renewable energy is widely talked about in the contemporary world because it is unlimited, which means it is sustainable and does not emit greenhouse gases that are detrimental to the environment and human health. A classic example of renewable energy is wave energy. The pursuit of wave energy dates all the way back in 1799 when Girard and his sons filed a patent to utilize wave energy in Paris. The modern pursuit of wave energy went all the way to the Empire of Japan in 1940 when it was developed by Yoshino Masuda, a former Japanese naval commander who was regarded as the father of modern wave energy technology. Wave energy only gained popularity after the 1963 crisis when Professor Stephen Hugg-Salter invented the eponymous Salter duck wave energy device that was able to convert 90% of wave motion into electricity, and it's generating 80% efficiency. Wave energy, also known as ocean energy or sea energy, we can say ocean energy or sea wave energy, is energy harnessed from ocean or sea waves. The rigorous vertical motion of surface ocean waves contains a lot of kinetic energy that is captured by wave energy technologies to do useful tasks. For example, generation of electricity, desalination of water, and pumping of water into reservoirs. Wave energy or wave power is essentially power drawn from waves. When the wind blows across the sea surface, it transfers the energy to the waves. They are powerful source of energy. The energy output is measured by wave speed, wave height, wavelength, and water density. The more strong the wave, the more capable it is to produce power. The captured energy can then be used for electricity generation, powering plants or pumping of water. It is not easy to harness power from wave generation plants, and this is the reason that there are very few wave generator plants around the world. When you look out at a beach and see waves crashing against the shore, you are witnessing wave energy. It is not being harnessed or used for the benefit of anyone in that state, but it is they're producing power, and some enterprising individuals world say it is just waiting to be used to make our lives better and our energy consumption cleaner and cheaper. Wave energy is often mixed with the tidal power, which is quite different. But how are those waves formed when wind blows across the surface of the water strongly enough it creates waves? This occurs most often and most powerfully on the ocean because of the lack of land to resist the power of the wind. The kinds of waves that are formed depend on from where they are being influenced. Long steady waves that flow endlessly against the beach are likely formed from storms and extreme weather conditions far away. The power of storms and their influence on the surface of the water is so powerful that it can cause waves on the shores of another hemisphere. For example, when Japan was hit with a massive tsunami in 2011, it created powerful waves on the coast of Hawaii and even as far as the beaches of the state of Washington. When you see high choppy waves that rise and fall very quickly, you are likely seeing waves that were created by a nearby weather system. These waves are usually newly formed occurrences. The power from these waves can be harnessed through wave energy converter. And now let us see the how is wave energy converted into electricity. In order to harness wave energy and make it create an energy output for us, we have to go where the waves are. Successful and profitable use of wave energy on a large scale only occurs in a few regions around the world. The places include the state of Washington, Oregon and California and other areas along North America's west coast. This also includes the coast of Scotland, Africa, and Australia. Wave energy is essentially a condensed form of solar power produced by the wind action blowing across ocean water surface, which can then be utilized as an energy source when the intense sun rays hit the atmosphere. They get it warmed up. The intensity of sun rays hitting the Earth's atmosphere varies considerably in different parts of the world. This disparity of atmospheric temperature around the world causes the atmospheric air to travel from hotter to colder regions, giving rise to winds. As the wind glides over the ocean surface, a friction of the kinetic energy from the wind is shifted to the water beneath, resulting in waves. As a matter of fact, the ocean could be seen as a uh, gigantic energy storehouse collector converted by the sun rays to the oceans, with the wave transporting the converted kinetic energy across the ocean surface. With that in mind, we can safely conclude that waves are a form of energy and it's the same energy not where that glides over the surface of the ocean. These waves are able to travel throughout the expansive oceans without losing a lot of energy. However, when they reach the shoreline where the depth of water is considerable, shallow, their spread reduces, their speed is reduces, while their size significantly increase. Ultimately, the waves strike the shoreline, discharging huge quantities of kinetic energy. And the uh, and here the wave energy hitting the shore is converted into electricity using a wave energy converter, essentially a power station. The operating principle of The operating principle of this power station is both simple and ingenious. It is enclosed chamber with an opening under the sea which allows strong sea waves to flow into the chamber and back. The water level in the chamber rises and falls with the rhythm of the wave, and so air is forced forward and backward via the turbines joined to an upper opening in the chamber. The compressed and decompressed air has enough power to propel the turbines. The turbine is propelled in the same direction by the back and forth airflow through the turbine. The propelling turbine turns as shaft connected to a generator. The generator produces the electricity which is transported to electrical grids and later supplied to demand centers and distribution lines that connect individual homes and industries. So, the advantage of wave energy converter is that even considerably low wave motions can produce sufficient airflow to maintain the movement of the turbine to generator energy. The main advantages are the it's a renewable form of energy. Wave energy is eco-friendly. It's a highly predictable and creation of green jobs and exponential growth are remote areas. Scarcity of energy supply and also light remains undamaged. Land remains undamaged. These are the main advantages of the wave energy. And now let us discuss the next topic is the principle of ocean thermal energy conversion. What is the principle of ocean thermal energy conversion? The basic working principle of